Alright, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. I've been going over the online PDF textbook, AppInventor2, Create Your Own Android Apps by Wolber, Abelson, Spertus, and Looney. We are in Chapter 13, Amazon at the bookstore. And we are now going to build the interface for this. And as you can see, if you look on the screen, we'll have the text box, 3 buttons, a label, and another label. So this is it right here. And it looks as though we want our buttons to be in a horizontal arrangement, which makes sense so they're all on the same line, so to speak. All right, and we have our search text box, a horizontal arrangement with 3 buttons, a label, and a label. In addition, we'll need to add a TinyWebDB non-visible component and a barcode scanner non-visible component. So let's get to it. We go under storage, we find our TinyWebDB, so there's that. And what was the other one we wanted? It was the barcode. There that is. Okay. So, our interface, we want the text box, which is called search text box. There that is. We will set the width to fill parent. We will set the name of it to search text box. All right. We will put the size, let's make it about 16, and we will bold it. In fact, let's make it 20 and we'll bold it. Okay. All right, that all looks finished. Next, we want to add our horizontal arrangement with our 3 buttons. There's our horizontal arrangement. There's our first button. There's our second button. There's our third button. I've noticed that if you lay the buttons almost right on top of one another, that's probably the best way of doing this. All right, so the first one is called keyword search button, and it's search by keyword. Alright, I like to bold these, so I'm just going to leave it the size that it is, but I'm going to bold it. Alright, the next one is search by ISBN, and I believe, is that the name of it also? ISBN button. Okay. So there's that one, and again, we'll bold it. And the last one that's here is just scan, and it's called scan button. And again, we'll bold it. All right, so there's that. Okay. Just tell the scan button to take up the rest of the page there. Okay, I guess it already was, so that's fine. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty much like they show in the book. Then we want a label outside of here that's called just label 1, and then we want the results label. So label. And again, this will say search results. They want it left justified, but let's make the width fill parent anyway. We'll make the size about 18 points and we'll bold it. And we'll have the text say search results. All right. Looks pretty much like what they have there. And the last label will be called results label. And that's a label that we'll put down here. We won't have any text in it, but the width will be fill parent, and so will the height. So that is taking up the rest. Just so we're able to see it, let's set the background color, as we've done several times before. We'll just set it to yellow. All right, so there's our search results. That pretty much is it for our hint text box here. Well, why don't we just say, enter a keyword or ISBN number here. All right, they may have us add something different that was shown in the book. So those were the components that we needed. We want to set, okay, enter keywords or ISBN. And what did I put? So enter keywords or ISBN. All right. Set the properties of the button so they appear as shown in figure 13.5. That was here, I believe. No? That's not what they meant. That's a mistake in the book. Must have been 13.6 so that they look like this. I've already done that. Set the service URL property. And this will have to change. This is now wrong. I have to set it to this. So go to our TinyDB and set the service URL to here, http://AI Amazon API 2.appspot.com. So I think that everything now is set up as far as that goes. So for this app, we'll need to specify the following behaviors. Searching by keyword. The user enters some terms and clicks the keyword search button to invoke an Amazon search. We will call the tinywebdb1.getValue for this. Searching by ISBN. So in other words, this is the keyword search button. This is the ISBN search button. Here the user enters an ISBN and clicks the ISBN button. We'll actually prefix this with ISBN : and we'll run a search on that. Then we've got barcode scanning, where the user clicks the book and clicks a button and the scanner is launched. When the user scans an ISBN from a book, the app will launch the search by ISBN. I'll try that, but we'll see if it works. And processing the list of books. At first, your app will display the list returned from Amazon in a rudimentary. In other words, when they say a rudimentary way, it's going to look very bad, for lack of better words. It's kind of all scrunched together. Later, we'll go back and we will modify the blocks. So we'll modify the blocks so that the app extracts the title, the price, and the ISBN from each book on its own line. So putting them in an organized way. All right. We're doing fine for time. Searching by keyword. When the user clicks the keyword search button, you want to grab the text from the search box, use it as the tag to request in your request to the Amazon API. You'll use the tinywebdb.getValue block to request the search. When the results come back, we'll use the tinywebdb.gotValue because that's triggered. For now, we'll just display the result directly into the results label as shown in figure 13.6. Later, again, we'll pretty it up, so to speak. So we want our keyword search button. Click. Time to go into the box editor. Keyword search button, click. All right. And we want to call tinywebdb.getValue. And we want the tag to be the search box text. And that's a get. So that's right here. All right. Then we want the tinywebdb.gotValue. And we want an if-then statement. Not an if-then else, just an if-then. And we want this to say if is a list thing. Is a list thing. And the thing we want to see is get value from WebDB. All right. If that's the case, we want to set the results label .text. And we want to set that equal to, again, get value from WebDB. Okay. So, as they say here, when the user clicks the keyword search button, the tinywebdb.getValue request is made. The tag sent with the request is the information entered in the search box. All right. In GotValue, the blocks check the value returned to see if it's in a list. If it won't be if the Amazon API is offline or we didn't enter any data. So it says enter a term into the search box and click the search by keyword. You should get a rather something similar to what's in Figure 13.7, so it should look pretty pushed together like this. And they use dogs, so we'll look at it, and then we'll see if ours looks indeed like this one does. I may have to go back and end up resetting the emulator. We'll see. Let's try to enter it from the keyboard here. So dogs, D-O-G-S, click done, so the keyboard goes away. There's dogs, search by keyword. And there it is. All right, pretty cool. All right, the code for searching by ISBN is similar, but in this case, the Amazon API expects the tag to be in the form of ISBN followed by either a 10-digit or a 13-digit number. Again, this is the protocol the API expects. You don't want to force the user to know this protocol, so we're just going to have them enter in a number, and we'll add the word ISBN in there. So we'll use a join statement in order to do that. So this is the ISBN click event. Not lost focus. And again, when that's clicked, we want to call the tinywebdb.getValue. The tag will be this join, the ISBN. So we'll join here the word ISBN with I think they want a colon in it also. And we want to join to that the search box, the search text box dot text. We've got that here, so let's just duplicate it and bring it down. All right. So now we should be able to put in an ISBN to search also. Let's try that. I will put in the ISBN from the book. All right, so in here, I will put in the ISBN. Okay, so in here, I'm going to put in, again, 978 1 491 90 684 2. Now I want to click the by ISBN, and there it is. Now, hopefully this makes sense to you, that if I were to go back and leave that stuff in here and click search by keyword, it probably won't, well, it does give it to me that way too. That's kind of neat. All right, but if I do put in, let's cut it again, and let's just put in AppInventor2, create your own Android apps. Now, if I search by ISBN, right, I think it's not showing me anything, to be honest with you. But if I search by keyword, that should still work. Okay, making progress. So, as it says, the join block concatenates the word ISBN followed by a colon prefix with the information the user has input into the text box, so they don't have to worry about putting that in. All right? Just as with the keyword search, the API sends back a list result in the ISBN search, in this case, just one item. Because the tinywebdb.got value, right here, is already set up to process the list of books, you won't have to change your event handler to make this work. All right. Next section says, don't leave your users hanging. When you call a web service API with the tinywebdb1.get value, there can be a delay before the data arrives, and the tinywebdb1.got value is triggered. Therefore, it's generally a good idea to let users know that their request is being processed so they don't leave. For this app, we'll place a message in the results label each time you make a call to tinywebdb.get value, as shown here. All right, so let's see. Right there, searching Amazon and looking up ISBN at Amazon. So we're going to set the results label .text for both of these. Whoopee. And I don't remember where we're doing this. We're doing it in the keyword search and in the ISBN button. Oh, right where we are. Okay. So in this case, we're going to, in both cases, we're going to set it to some text. In this first case, the text that we're going to set this to is searching Amazon. And in the second case, it's going to be looking up ISBN at Amazon. All right, let's try it again and see what this, it comes up pretty fast, but let's just check it anyway. All right, so let's do another search by keyword. And we're going to come in here, we're going to remove everything that's here. And earlier they put in here dogs. So let's search by keyword and see if indeed, you may or may not have noticed that it happens so fast. So let me cut it again. And look in here right when I click it. So let's put in cats. And watch when I do this, how this will quickly say, searching Amazon, all right? And if I come back again and I put in another ISBN, or we'll just put that one back in, then what you're going to see is searching ISBN at Amazon or whatever the heck that was. Now this happens quickly, so very quickly watch what's in here. See, it did say it, looking up ISBN at Amazon. All right, so it all works. So for both keyword and ISBN searches, you get the message placed in the results label. All right. When got value is triggered, the message is overwritten with the actual results. Okay. We're already at 19 minutes. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to pick it up again on scanning the book in just a couple.